She is.
Go. Good morning, Pointers. Today is February 8th, and it is a B Day. My name is Addie.
And I'm Lucas.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At Sparrows Point Middle School, we have pride when we practice safe behaviors, respect ourselves and others, interact with empathy and inclusivity, demonstrate responsible citizenship, and exercise high academic standards.
Now Ian with the weather.
Today it is currently 32 degrees outside. We have a high of 43 and a low of 31.
February is Black History Month, and to celebrate each day, the morning crew is going to present someone who they admire. Today we have Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's full name is Edward Reagan Murphy.
He was born April 3rd, 1961.
He is an American actor, comedian, writer, producer, and singer.
He rose to fame on the sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live, for which he was a regular cast member from 1980 to 1984.
He has been in movies such as Shrek, Daddy Daycare, Dr. Dolittle, and Coming to America 1 and 2.
He has 10 children.
Green Club is meeting today, February 8th, after school, from 3 to 4. If you enjoy gardening and helping beautify the courtyard, please arrange a ride home so you can stay. Our next meeting will be on February 22nd.
Pie Day contest. Save your paws and get ready to vote for the teacher who will be getting a pie on to the face on National Pie Day. We have many tributes who will be sacrificed before the whipped cream that could be delivered by your hand. 5 teachers will be selected by student votes using the blue paws. One lucky student will be selected from each bag to be the hand that delivers the pie to the face of their teacher. Make sure you're following our code of conduct each day and earning those paws to participate in this amazing event.
Today's teacher feature is Miss Smith.
Okay, so what do you like specifically about Sparrows Point Middle School?
I love the diversity at Sparrows Point Middle School. I like the fact that we have many different races, we have many different backgrounds, and I also like we have many different gender preferences too. And for the most part, I think we all get along.
Okay, so how do you connect with students who don't like to be at school?
That's a really good and hard question. What I find is I don't think most kids don't want to be at school. I mean, maybe they're tired, maybe they're frustrated, but I don't think it's that they don't want to be at school.
They just don't want to learn or do the work.
Exactly. So I think one of the things I like to do first is make sure that I've got a connection with the kids that I teach, and that we've got some trust, so that if there are things that are going on that maybe I don't know about that's preventing them from learning, I can help them with that. And then just making sure that the lessons are interesting, that they're going to get something out of it, and that it connects to the real world.
Okay, so what 3 words would your peers, administrators, or students use to describe you?
So I'm going to use a hyphenated word first. Hardworking would be one. Kind, and maybe crazy in a good way.
I would definitely say patient, because we got
You're right. Patient would be a good one. Patient's awesome.
So why did you decide to be a teacher?
That's an awesome question. So I love kids and I love teaching. And actually I love kids sometimes more than I love adults. I always wanted to be a teacher from when I was a kid. But I got out of it in college and I actually got my undergraduate degree in English. But when we adopted my daughter Sophie, or our daughter Sophie, and she knew no English, we adopted her from China. And I had to help her learn how to read, I had to help her learn her language. It was a calling, and I knew that if I did not go back to school and pursue teaching, I was going to regret it for the rest of my life. And that's why I became a teacher.
So how do you connect your lessons to the real world?
So I like for my lessons to have a purpose. So, like yesterday in our reading class, we were learning about synthetic fibers, and I had kids take a look at the tags on their shirts to see what their shirts were made of. So that it's not just a word, it's not just an idea, it connects to everyday life. We learned about Kevlar, and Kevlar is not just a synthetic material, but it's something that firefighters use. It's something that people use in the military. So I want to make sure that they understand how it applies to their everyday life, what they see and what they do, and what they're interested in.
So that's all, folks.
Now a message from Mr. Izzy.
Good morning, Sparrows Point. Happy Tuesday. Want to let everyone know that Quiz Bowl is tomorrow. I just want to give you an update on the Quiz Bowl team. And Quiz Bowl in general in the county is dying. Most schools are struggling to field competitive Quiz Bowl teams. Some of the strongest teams in the county are not even having teams this year. Last week I had one student show up, and I treated that student to a party. It wasn't my party, but I took her to a party and let her hang out and enjoy all the wonderful food that the party had to offer. So if you're interested in Quiz Bowl, I will be there after school on Wednesday. So here are some Quiz Bowl questions. And I ask these Quiz Bowl questions because I know it brings joy and happiness to your hearts. So here we go. The Pantheon is located in which city? The correct answer? Rome. Fine Italian architecture. 3 answers required. The Southern Ocean is a term used to describe parts of which 3 oceans that surround Antarctica? The Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Indian Ocean. On January 10th, 1776, Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense, calling for the American colonies to take what action, and persuading many, including George Washington, to join the cause. What action? That's the key. What did Thomas Paine want the American colonies to do? Pretty easy. To declare independence from Britain. And you could have worded that in numerous ways. All right, here's a great question. We have time for you, don't worry. That's what you're coming down for. At 14,494 feet, the highest peak in the continental United States is Mount Whitney, located in which state? Right now, everyone's sitting there saying Colorado, but that is incorrect. The correct answer, and you might say Alaska, that's incorrect. It's California. In 1986, President Reagan declared the third Monday in January a federal legal holiday commemorating the birthday of what man? Correct answer? Dr. Martin Luther King. And the last question, the bonus question. Although the New Deal programs of President Roosevelt eased the symptoms of the Great Depression, what event is credited with actually ending it? World War II. Okay, let me say 2 more things before I go. Number 1, I see over here the word of the day is submerge. Every single one of my students better know the Latin root definition of sub. I got one right here. Say it. Thank you very much. Nashon got it. All of my students should be sitting here right now saying, say it out loud to prove that you actually remember the Latin root sub. Next, sooner than later, the bags for the pie in the face will be put out. I'm going to remind everyone, especially this, just the 6th grade, do not put your tickets in my bag. It's like throwing tickets into a garbage can. It's a waste of your time, a waste of your hard-earned paws. So make sure your paws go into a 7th or 8th grade, 6th, a different teacher than me. I don't want you to waste your paws because this is a fun time. because no matter what, I will not be getting pied in the face from a sixth grader. You saw the video evidence of why last week, and I feel very strongly about this as well. So, before we go to the word of the day, I'd like to bring in Ms. Canaris. Here she comes. There you go, Ms. Canaris.
Good morning, everyone.
Talk about tomorrow yesterday.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, first of all, let me begin with sixth graders. I'm instructing you all to put your ticket in Mr. Rizzi's bin. I trump Rizzi. I am his boss, so listen to me, not him, okay? Next, I want to thank everyone for your maturity and responsibility yesterday during the walkout. And today, during advisory, your teachers are going to give us a little time to unpack what that was about and how we as a school community can be inclusive and make our environment safe and welcoming for all. Okay? And finally, I do have some information to share with you about hall passes and lunchtime. We have been noticing that during lunch we have a lot of students coming and going and saying that they're going to a class for extra work or doing a lunch bunch, but then finding out that there is no lunch bunch in those classes. So, going forward, in order to leave the cafeteria, you must have a pass. So if you're going to a teacher's lunch bunch or you're going to make up some work, you need to have a pass to get out of the cafeteria to go and do those things, okay? We should not find anyone roaming the hallways during lunchtime. If you are in a lunch bunch or you're making up work and you need to use the bathroom, the teachers will give you a pass to use the bathroom. Therefore, anytime we see you in the hallway, you should have a pass, or we're going to direct you back to where you're supposed to be and assume that you were out of location, which we do not expect anyone to be out of location. Okay? So thank you for adhering to those rules, and I hope everyone has a great day.
7th grader, I support putting your paws in Mr. Rizzi's bag.
The word of the day is submerge, which means to put or go underwater.
Flood water threatens to submerge the town.
How do you row a canoe filled with puppies?
Bring out the doggy paddle.
Have a great day, Point.